Good afternoon, my name is Niko House, host of the political radio show Mikasa Tsukasa, and I urge you all to join our One Follow $1 campaign where we show the mainstream media that we no longer need them. Just donate by clicking on the Patreon link below and donating $1. Now, as you all know, about a week or so ago, Harvey Weinstein is in the process of being held accountable for an audio leak that came out whenever he tried to essentially force a woman to what it seemed to be was that he forced her to engage in sexual contact with him, and he had actually admitted to doing something the night before that audio where he essentially sexually assaulted the woman. Now, this is a travesty for a few reasons. Obviously, everyone at this point who knows anything about Hollywood, and even some who don't, know at least about the casting couch fiasco, where essentially any woman, or even sometimes boys or guys, have this tendency to, they have this reality where they have to perform sexual acts before they can get any part, and if they don't, they won't get the part. And this it's scary because, I mean, there are actresses who will readily admit, like, yeah, every single one of us, if they're in Hollywood and they've had to do something sexually for somebody at some point to get their part and make ends meet and pursue their dreams, which is absolutely sickening and disgusting. But understand, just like in every other aspect of entertainment, whether it be football, even basketball, even though that's changing a little bit, old, rich, white guys and powerful men rule this industry and they want what they want, and it's sad. But what's also sad is that Trump was and is one of these guys, right? And during the election, he said the words, or he said the phrase that you can do whatever you want to, you can grab them by the pussy, they won't say anything. He was just absolutely destroying the media, as he should have been, right? He should have been destroyed. Constantly, people are talking about this. To this day, people still talk about that phrase, that comment that he made, that he got caught when he got caught on camera saying it. Here's what pisses me off. Sarah Silverman, Amy Schumer, and a lot of the other Hollywood bigwigs have been resoundingly quiet in regards to Harvey Weinstein. In fact, it's actually in the case of Sarah Silverman specifically, not only has she been resoundingly quiet, but the one time, and I was very patient. I was trying to wait to see if she would say something, anything. And when she finally did, about 5 to 6 days after the situation arose, she just complained because the GOP said that the Dems' silence on Harvey Weinstein, considering that he's one of their main fundraisers, that he's a great friend with Hillary and Bill Clinton, is absolutely disgusting. And it is. And her only response was, yeah, but you all donated money to the pussy grabber in chief. Didn't even acknowledge Harvey Weinstein's incident, did not even talk about the victim, never sent their condolences out to the victims. Understand, it took Hillary days to address this. Bill Clinton has not come out. Weirdly enough, Trump was like, I've known him for a long time and I'm not surprised. Okay, Trump. But I mean, Trump has his own issues he has to deal with in regards to sexual assault as well. But there's this culture in Hollywood where sexual assault and sexual harassment has been made to be okay. The girl who was in that video was 17 years old. And think about it, he felt so confident, Harvey Weinstein specifically, felt so confident that he would get away with whatever he did, that you have to start to wonder, is this the norm? How many times has he gotten away with this? How many kids have been mentally damaged and emotionally damaged because of things that they've had to do simply to get a part on a television show or on a movie? I don't know if Sarah Silverman has been one of these people, but understand something. Sarah Silverman, Amy Schumer, and those like them. The fact that they constantly bashed Trump for words that he said, for words, and have absolutely said nothing. And the only response that we got from Sarah Silverman was responding to a tweet about it, but dismissing it totally and then saying that Trump has said worse. Harvey Weinstein sexually assaulted someone, and we know it. And neither of them have said anything. And then coincidentally enough, of course, as you all know, Sarah Silverman has been playing ball, if you will, ever since the Democratic National Convention. And lo and behold, guess who got their own television show on Comedy Central doing political satire? Yeah, for some reason, many of us are not surprised by that. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is what you would call a sheepdog. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what you would call a shill. That is textbook bait and switch. Now she's pretending, oh, Bernie's a good guy. We should have never, I mean, I understand. Well, we had to do what we had to do. We had to support Hillary Clinton. Look, she got her show, but Harvey Weinstein and all those people that have treated people, women and men, in this normalized, sexually predatory way, are going to continue not being held accountable, because look how long it took for Harvey Weinstein to be held accountable. And when it finally does happen, many of the bigwigs, even some of his political supporters, nothing has came out of their mouth. I saw a funny meme. Obviously, it's a little hyperbolized, but it said it was a video of John Travolta running through empty streets, and the caption said, looking for the women, or the leaders of the Women March after Harvey Weinstein's incident, which is like Debbie Weichman Schultz, a lot of those neoliberals who organized it specifically to be an anti-Trump rally, which is the only reason why it was televised to begin with. And there was nobody to be found anywhere, which is essentially what we're dealing with right now. If that's a friend, you have to stand up and say that is no friend of mine, especially when he is one of your lead fundraisers, ladies and gentlemen. We can't keep excusing that type of pedophiliatic behavior. We can't. So now we have to go, obviously people should be still digging into it. But this pedophilia and the fact that Hillary Clinton can't get away from them. You got her husband, then you have Weinstein, then you have the Clintons and all of their connection to Jeffrey Epstein, who's the guy who had the pedophile plane. They fly the pedophile island that got prosecuted, and then the Clintons were linked to him. Trump was part of that as well. Then you have Viner, or Wiener, whichever one you want to call him, and his pedophilia, not only past, but obviously the present as well. This isn't even the first time he's been caught. You got to start these are all some of the most powerful men in the world, and they all keep getting caught doing with pedophilia. It's not a coincidence. If your eyes are not awake to what is happening, then you need to wake up. And we need to start holding more people accountable, because if Harvey Weinstein has been getting away with this, and he's out in the open, one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, imagine what everyone else is doing. Terry Crews, the super strong guy, if you've ever watched The Longest Yard or White Chicks, he's that guy, the one that's always the big guy who's always dancing. He was talking about the fact that somebody walked up to him and grabbed his junk at a party. And when he called a friend to say what the hell just happened, they just said, don't talk about it, don't bring it up. Because if you call him out, it could ruin your career in Hollywood. And that's a grown man, 6'5", 6'6", 280 pounds of straight muscle. And he was afraid to call it out because of what could happen to his career. So imagine what some of these young women and young boys are going through. We'd love to hear your opinion on this. Please like, share, and comment below. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, find your balance. Peace.